now we're live.
Now we're live.
All right.
Back over to YouTube, live streaming.
Is there a
4-second live video? Yeah, there's a little bit of one.
So should we look at the one that's live so that way we can actually watch
This is live. That's us.
No,
that's
live,
as live
baby.
as it gets.
Right, no, I'm saying
Oh,
for
us.
us.
I got you.
That way I can actually see. Yeah, there goes my head all of a sudden. There we go. Just that way we can see in live mode, like in immediate time if we need
Let me
to.
get back to my spot.
That's fair.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Alpaca After Hours.
We're free, bitches.
We are
we
free.
ain't free. He's married, having a kid. I have a job in the
We live in
morning,
America,
and,
baby. We wake up free. We go to
he's
bed
free.
free.
The one with the taco meat spreading through the awesome shirt.
Welcome to Jersey, boys and girls. Oh shit! I gotta get my phone away from the microphone. Adam, talk. Tell the people where we're at.
So we're obviously filming from the same studio that you see our lovely content from. But now is when you get to see us really at our ugliest. So, to be perfectly honest, this is the time where if you want blackmail, you should tune in.
Speaking of that,
Yeah, that's
we have some alcohol.
Oh, and the best part is, since we're not doing that, I can actually stand and not look as tiny compared to you.
There you
I
go.
normally do.
That'll work.
Just for all those who have ever, if you're actually connecting the two, I'm not that much smaller than him. I'm also not that much
Don't
bigger.
appear.
Adam, go on YouTube
Actually,
and
let me
change
come
the
this
name
way.
of the
See
video.
how much bigger I am than him? Awesome.
Adam, change the name of the video on YouTube, please.
Yeah, you're asking me to do something I don't know how to do.
Go,
You want me to put it?
YouTube, go back to YouTube.
You want me to put it
I will talk you
concatenated?
through it. I
Sir?
will talk you through it.
Oh man.
Go back to YouTube.
Oh man. But they're looking right at me. I'm gonna go off screen.
So get your ugly mug off the screen.
There ain't nothing ugly about my mug. My face maybe, but my mug is very good. My brother gave it to me. It says "World's Greatest Uncle." Because I am. But anyway, so what am I doing now? Oh, this isn't YouTube. This is just Chrome. This is YouTube. What am I doing?
Edit.
You should see some. You see where it says?
I can't say anything because I'm deading the. Oh, there we go.
Why are you looking at it like that?
Because I was trying to get off camera.
Oh,
Granted, unless the camera behind me is on.
who cares?
Well, because if it is, then there's no point in me doing this because.
What do you want to rename it to?
Oh my god, my neck.
I guess Alpaca After Hours and then today's date.
Yeah, we don't need my computer anymore, do we?
No.
Yeah, we do.
You want to keep this up?
No, just kidding.
Well, I want to get my charger. That would actually be a nice.
Alpaca boys. After hours.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
We're at NC-17.
There we go. Better.
Perfect. The letters didn't change, right? It's still like at utu.be and the same shit, right?
It should be.
Alright, so
Floyd Mayweather or Logan Paul? Who do you pick?
Floyd Mayweather.
every day. I don't care if he's 40. I don't
Logan,
care.
Logan Paul though being like 100 pounds heavier.
So
Those
slow.
are gonna be bombs.
So slow.
Yeah.
Mayweather's not getting himself into a fight. Like, we're still live, I'm assuming? Mayweather ain't getting himself into a fight that he doesn't know he can win. His entire career has been built on fights that he knows he can win. If he's fighting Paul, I'm putting all my money on Mayweather. Because he's not taking that fight if he thinks he can lose. He never did it against professionals. Why the fuck would he do it against an amateur? Is he professional? Is Paul professional at this point? Did he actually get licensed?
I think so. He has to be licensed because the Tyson fight, like when he fought for Tyson, that was in Las Vegas, I believe.
There's no competition there. Y'all ever have a sugar daddy?
I said I already am. I want one.
You guys got to get off camera and post that shit up on Twitter and Facebook so people actually join us.
You are a sugar baby.
Maybe.
Got some stories to tell us right now? How old was he? What did
How'd
it
you
look
say
like
that
when
on
he
our
saw
after hours? Now you're just making us sound desperate.
No, if we don't promote ourselves, people aren't gonna just like stumble across us and watch us. We gotta like tell people, hey,
That's not the
we're
American
in the
dream.
live.
Did you do it?
Yeah, I just did it.
Cool. How does retweet you, or is that a problem? Now they know I don't know how to use Twitter.
I think you can just quote tweet me.
Left.
I'll add a little bit.
Oh my god.
You okay, babe?
God.
put something in some.
Huh?
What is this? Oh, street interviews. Chicken enchiladas. Squirrel maze, that's what I'm talking about. Here we go.
That's what always fucking happens when you start drinking, right? You forget what the hell you actually want to talk about. Like, you have a point, and then you're like, then you hear some beeping because the camera dies, and you just lose your train of thought.
We probably should have addressed that before and taking the camera or taking the card out anyway.
Well, it's not like we were going to use that camera for after hours anyway. I thought we'd go solo camera for that one at this point.
And that's because I have no idea how to hook up two cameras to
I'm
that.
also realizing that I'm watching myself on that unfortunate delay right there. So
It's just a second or two, man.
yeah, I know, but I like to use it just to see where I'm at in frame because we don't know what the fuck we're doing.
Yeah.
Literally, and if you guys haven't figured that out by either us telling you or you guys just simply watching this for about 22 seconds, it could be that long.
Birdseed and the lifetime supply of walnuts in this paintball, they'll first need to pass through my 9-part obstacle course. By design, it's extremely challenging. It's meant to test their mental
Yeah,
limits.
so this is actually an interesting thing that he mentioned, that Steve mentioned when because he's having that barbecue, right? So our boy's having a barbecue and he's taking on a lot of the duties of being the executive chef slash smoker, griller, or whatnot. You got what's his name, Chef Zakapano, and you got sous chef Joaquin Allen over here. Because if you ever call him Joaquin Allen, like you watch that boy run, you would think his name is Joaquin, not Josh. Shout out to Bomani Jones. In case you ever actually stumble across this, I'm giving you a shout out because that's not an original thought. I know that was you. Love you, bro.
Bomani's the dude.
Bomani is the dude, man. Like he's just got so much swag without even trying. It pisses me off, to be honest. It pisses me off because I have to try to have a part of that
fraction
swag
of it,
level.
yeah.
And
that
he's
shit
just
comes
like,
so
yeah,
natural,
man,
that's
that's
it.
the way I am. I just think as intelligently as it takes you to try. And it's like, fuck, you really are like that. But, anyway, but he was talking about, like, your favorite, like, what do you want to have kind of thing. And it kind of got me going. When it comes to your
What do you mean?
backyard
What do you want to
barbecue,
have?
backyard barbecue food.
Oh.
If you had to choose one thing, like you got your ribs, you got your pulled pork, you got your chicken, you got your, like if you want to throw like a steak, like a ribeye or a specific cut, fine. But obviously, don't compare like a steakhouse steak to what you're gonna get at like your backyard barbecue. I'm saying like that environment, whether it's charcoal, propane, you all choose. Personally, I'm a propane fan. I know like you charcoal fans will have you definitely have your.
Do you
your
like
choice.
propane because of King of the Hill?
To be perfectly honest, I actually
Because
was a late bloomer.
I know you've done your fair share of grilling.
Yeah.
But I know you fucking loved that show before you started cooking. So
I did. What it was, I actually started cook. I got my feet wet with the grilling thing with the parents and whatnot before I got into King of the Hill. I got into King of the Hill in college when it was like I'm blowing off and just drinking beer and chai tea and playing Diablo 2, watching that 70s show and King of the Hill. So that's sort of how I came onto the show, and I didn't like it because of that. To be perfectly honest, part of it is the upkeep. Like having to buy charcoal, lugging around this whole bag of charcoal and whatnot.
you get dirty doing it. You don't get dirty like carrying a propane tank, hooking that shit up. You know what? I hate when my fucking hands get dirty.
I know you do. You got
that
those
shit.
baby soft hands. You want to keep them
They
clean.
really are.
Don't let that facial hair fool you. The hands are definitely not the same. But I guess that what it is that like I know it's cliche because that's what Hank Hill always said. Like it's cleaner. I understand that the charcoal has a taste. I'm not the biggest fan of the charcoal barbecue taste. There is a difference between those, and that's really what it's got to come down to. You can argue the whole like.
I'm gonna drink this last beer.
That's good.
You remember when I had that belt that had the beer opener on it?
Yeah.
That was the shit.
It made me very uncomfortable when you opened my beers.
Use the lighter.
He never gave me my lighter back again.
Oh man.
He has a bottle opener back there somewhere, I thought.
I have
But-
a bottle opener on my keys. That's...
No, but honestly, so how do
Where
you?
are my keys?
So how do you feel actually, charcoal versus propane? Because I personally
I don't
am
give
not
a
the
shit.
biggest fan.
I
of
like when you grill, man. However you cook for me and just let me chill back and eat, I'm down with. The only time I really like grilling is when I'm like bomb drunk at your parents' house on 4th of July celebrating their anniversary, and Rich is like, I'm gonna go smoke a cigar with Andrew.
after he's like cooked for like the last 4 hours, 5 hours,
and I'm
he's
like, okay, everybody needs a break.
Nah, I got you. I
Where
don't
the
know.
fuck are my keys? Oh, my wallet and keys should be over there
Yeah,
somewhere.
right here.
Yeah, let me see my keys, please.
But honestly, it's one of those things where, like, don't get me wrong, the best feeling in my life that I've ever experienced, skydiving. Hands down,
Phenomenal.
that moment when
Phenomenal.
you no longer, where you feel like you're flying because you're falling so fast that you don't feel that
We
you're
don't have
falling.
kids though, so that's like a next level experience that we don't have to compare it to. So I just
No, not fair.
you know,
Like,
people
having my
are
first
gonna watch it.
child,
They see my no hair and gray beard, and
and they're like, having your first child.
they're
is
like, "You
much
must
better."
have
It's
two
like-
kids," and like, I don't got no fucking
Well,
kids.
I
Not that I
also-
know of.
I also wasn't trying to compare it to like, oh.
Well, I just want to say, like,
yeah,
because people say that, like, so I'm into Rogan.
Yeah.
He says that, like, that's a transformative moment that he can pinpoint in his life is, like, when he had his first child, like, his whole life changed. And, like, that was, like, a next level experience. And, like, I don't have any kids. So, like, I can't say that, like, oh, like, skydiving was better than having a kid, you know?
I got
And
you.
I know that's not what you said. I'm just,
No, I got you.
if we got some randos tuning in,
But to go on a tangent really quickly here, that pivotal moment, and it's really funny because I mentioned it to you before about like it was a bit of a political like exploration on my end, but more of a philosophical thing where it's like that aha moment. Like you have those aha moments in a lot of spectrums, but it reminded me of the one where I was mentioning to you, where it's like I was a Jewish studies double major along with psychology.
we were talking about this earlier today.
Yeah, and I was a very
Solo.
All set?
All set, baby.
Woo! Shatine, thank you very much.
thank you.
Thanks, babe.
But
Squirrel maze.
really quick.
What are you making?
Squirrel maze.
Squirrel maze?
Squirrel
A
maze.
squirrel maze. A maze for squirrels. But,
Okay.
I was hoping we would stand so that way I don't look so small compared to Steve for once. But fine. Anyway,
I want an
continue on
ass
that
shirt.
thought, or you want to just...
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 To give our other alpaca boy a little bit of insight into
Name your pizza
where
crust.
we're at. Fine. He
We've been friends since we were 5 years old. Me eating his food is nothing new.
Yeah. But anyway, so, you made a comment about like that a pivotal moment, mainly because like I was talking about I was talking about how skydiving was one of the greatest moments of my life. That moment where like I don't know if you've ever been skydiving. Okay.
It's incredible.
There's a point where like once you've fallen so fast, and after you get over the shock of falling out of the plane, you actually feel like you're floating. Like it legit for a couple seconds feels like you are just floating in
Did you ever
midair
go
'cause
on
you're
the
falling
Tower
so
of
fast.
Terror at Six Flags?
I can imagine what it feels. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
like that, but for like a minute and a half instead of like a second and a half.
And there's no seats around you type of thing. But
Yeah.
anyway, the point being is like I commented,
You're watching the ground rush up at your face.
I basically commented and said, hey, like this was like one of the best moments, and then we made sure to caveat it with like, hey, for those who have had children, obviously we're not trying to compare it to that piece. Like having a child is like one of those epiphanal type, and I know I'm making up words there, but epiphany like
yeah.
epiphanal type of word like moments there. And so then that kind of reminded me of like one of my big ones where it was, and I mentioned it to him before. But it was pretty well known growing up that I was more than just left of center growing up when it comes to the political spectrum. And then I took being a Jew, I was very pro-Israel, pro like all that stuff.
Why is it like that?
Wait, time out. Can we, before we go further,
Being a
Yeah.
Jew.
do you take offense to if someone called you a Jew or Jewish?
Well, if you call me a Jew, depending on your tone, that kind of implicates it. Calling me Jewish, there's no tone really at all.
What if they're like, hey,
Like-
what's up, you fucking
So,
Jew?
like, you're Italian,
That's-
right? So if you were in the mafia
like a
and
fucking
he...
guinea is like
and
very
he's
different
Adam
than, what's
the
up, my
Jew?
guinea? I don't know if actually if I offended anybody, please just tweet it and I'll get off the show
No.
because I don't want to be that reason.
Listen,
I've heard that that's
you guys
offensive
are-
word though.
No,
so.
we're not trying to offend. We're just trying to.
So, like, say
clarify.
you're in the
But I've
mob,
heard
right?
that word guinea is
and
actually
you call him
offensive,
Adam
so-
the
I don't
Jew.
take it
That's I don't think that's offensive. You call me Beatty the Jew in the mafia, and that's my nickname. Okay, it's better than
It's a
Beatty the guy
compliment in
who's
my
who
mind
looks like a
because I
dick.
think of being Jewish as being like who I am. So I was like, hey,
Yeah.
you're talking about who I am very proud to be. Yeah, that's fine. If you
Also,
say
for us,
Germany-
it's like it's a cultural thing. Like, you're Italian, we're Jewish, but Jewish isn't a country, and we're not Israeli.
right.
I mean, like,
If I'm Israeli, I'm the whitest Israeli there
I
is,
was when I
right?
came back.
Like, these
and then,
motherfuckers are not this pale.
I was about to say, I was when I came back from Israel after that 1 year, and then one in New Jersey winter, and it was...
All that pigment
this.
leaves, man.
All
Yeah.
It was back to this.
So, like, I mean...
So you don't really find much offense if somebody...
It's like all in how you say
It's
it,
in
man.
the tone. Like, if you're telling me that if you're insinuating that I'm less than you because
I'm
Jewish,
a Jew,
we got a problem.
that's different.
If you're just saying, hey, you're different because you're Jewish, like, yeah, I am. The same way that, you know, you
Yeah,
are
you and I are different
Italian.
because you're
So you're not that
Derek is different
offended. I mean, the intention is usually pretty clear. It doesn't matter what what words actually come out of your mouth.
No, if anything, I honestly take it as a compliment because
That's my last
I'm...
quart. I gotta
you,
make
bro.
it through this.
If anything...
I finished a while ago. I've been pissing.
I was like, yo,
This is
he
where I got
he
left.
showed up to my house
Yo,
at like
you
4
tell them
o'clock.
about that shit, because, like, I don't think they know.
So, yeah,
this.
damn, should have put this
You
on.
guys are the experts, so
Should
you
have
guys
put this
talk
on video
about it.
too.
There's no expert. I mean, he's just drinking
So-
a gallon of water a day.
Steve got me into 75 hard because you could ask him. I do not live a healthy lifestyle. I just really don't want to be fat, and I don't want to be a poor old person. So I do everything I can to not be fat and not be a poor person, but not really put in a lot of effort.
Yeah, like if all of a sudden...
Like,
you go
I am
Costco
not
and you
going
see
to the
some-
gym. The
Right.
gym gets so much money from me, and I do not go to the gym. They get their $65 annual, $10 a month. They just take that shit.
Well, so you stop going. You stop paying your payments. Do you still go to the one like by your?
I belong to the gym. I don't
Which one?
I don't
there.
go.
Which
Crunch.
Crunch.
Crunch?
So I
I'm a
have
retro guy.
I have enough equipment at home. Like, I do pull-ups at home. I have the fucking monkey ball. I do at home.
But you don't have the discipline to do it, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Do you?
Yeah. So the only time I take the chinning bar down is when I go to shower and I like slam the fucking door and it doesn't close because it hits the chinning thing. So then I take that and I fucking throw it across my bedroom.
Do you?
Piece of shit. Yeah, my fucking bathroom door is broken. If you
I
look
was
at
on
it.
the discipline part. I didn't care about that
Oh.
part. I kind of was just trying to pause it there, but I failed miserably. Mainly because I didn't have any right to pause it there.
This shit's kind of boring.
I'm not gonna lie though. Oh well, look at that squirrel go.
Yeah, I mean it's a squirrel maze.
Did you ever see the crow problem
Oh shit! You see
solve?
how he almost fell and then he caught himself back up? Oh man, I'm impressed with creatures that are able to do things that our bodies are not able
You
to
watched
do.
the crow?
No.
The crow problem solve?
I'm
guess-
amazed,
I guess that's a
honestly.
no.
I feel like I'm wasting a lot of my time because the fact that you're able to have your job, have a wife, preparing for a kid, and still watch something that probably means nothing is amazing to me. Because I don't have any of those
It's all-
things,
it's all about
and
you.
yet I can't fit that into my schedule.
I'm
What
good at
YouTube
time
videos do you
management,
watch
but
while
bad
you're on the toilet taking a shit?
I don't watch YouTube videos.
There you go, man.
I take a shit.
Steve's
always-
watching
always-
like cheese roll down hills and fucking crows figure out Rubik's cubes, and you're just sitting there with your dick in your hand.
Unless I'm sitting down, but anyway.
Like,
You said taking a shit, not
yeah,
pissing.
exactly. So like,
I don't sit there with my dick in my hand when I'm shitting.
why aren't you
Alright,
watching
well.
YouTube then? Get that shit on the Palm Pilot.
To anybody who is friends with these guys, don't touch their phones.
Watch.
You shouldn't touch anybody's phone. Phones are covered in fecal matter.
Yeah, so are your hands. You got baby soft hands.
My hands are baby soft, not because of fecal matter.
No, it's because you don't wash.
My hands are. You know what? Like,
He didn't deny
if
it!
my dick is the dirtiest thing I'm touching all day. Like, I bathe every day, every
It's
other
not that
day.
dirty,
like,
it's
that's
only
pretty-
touching your hand.
People touch nastier
Alright.
shit than my body. Like,
That's very true.
Look at this.
That's 100% true.
so it's out of reach of the crow's beak.
Positioned a number of other
There's a short
Are we
stick.
really watching how, like, animals problem solve?
Fuck yeah, we
Yes.
are.
Let me get this straight.
The crow's name's 007. Shit, yeah, we're watching this.
The humans named him that. That's not his birth name. His birth
How do
name.
you know that?
His birth name is Caw.
How about you?
That's probably true. Probably true. But he probably doesn't have a birth certificate, so it's
They don't need them. They're
He's
not
a-
humans.
he's an
They don't
immigrant.
play Social Security. They don't need proof that they're alive.
He's a immigrant crow from.
Seriously, actually, real question. If there was Social Security wasn't a thing, do we need a birth certificate?
No, not really. So your social security number is that's essentially your bank account number for the federal government to take a loan out under you, so that the Federal Reserve can charge interest to the government. It's like a really weird thing.
It's a way of saying there's another person there, so let's account for it in the budget.
Exactly.
With the individual pieces of the puzzle.
I guess that makes sense.
He's done each.
Don't get me wrong, I don't like that system, but it makes sense if you're thinking at it in macro level. Which is
So
very hard for
there's these
micro
things
people
called
to do.
strawman accounts.
This is the
I know
first
those are.
time he's
So
seen
like,
a ring.
if you believe in them or not,
8
like you can look up your social security. Like if you look at your social security card, hand me my wallet.
If the puzzle is to be solved. If
We're gonna show you the social security
seems
card.
We will not be doing that. I'm glad this camera is not that high def. It's in here somewhere.
He takes time to have
113.
It should be in here somewhere.
You carry your social security card on you?
Yeah, otherwise I'd fucking lose it. So
That's a good point.
I trusted my parents.
So
Maybe that's a
this-
mistake. Actually, no, I have mine. I know where
This
mine
is your account number with the Federal Reserve. And you can find a routing number that goes to this. And then the federal government allegedly keeps money in your name or under your account.
They keep, but they don't keep the actual money.
Allegedly.
What is it? They don't keep the money there. They keep,
They keep the digital currency.
an IOU, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
They keep we owe you this. So at some point, they will pull it from somewhere else. There's always like,
But since it's your account number with your social security number, people allegedly there's a way you can use the money that the government has stored under your social security number to pay your bills.
fine, do that.
I don't know how to
But-
do
but
it. I
eventually
don't know
you
if it's a I don't know if it's a real thing.
You'll deplete that.
But I've
you'll
heard
deplete
of
that
it.
amount at some point.
No, because it's so much money. They don't. So your money doubles every 7 years, right? If you don't put anything else into it, your money doubles every 7 years. So that's like normal interest, 4% gained. 7 years, you have double what you put in. That's like an economics thing. And so if you think about that, we're 33 years old. Steve's 34 because he's old.
Man, you fucking old, bro.
And
Don't worry, you're wiped up with the kid coming.
Yeah.
We're drinking in your basement.
yeah, like you at least have your ducks in a row. We don't even have any fucking ducks.
I left my ducks in Israel.
Yo, the government doesn't want you to know this, but ducks are free. You can just take them from the park. I have 4 of them in my house right now.
Stop.
You're kidding me? You think this guy? We barely can
I'm not taking. If I brought a duck into my house, my dog would kill it. And my dog is the size of a duck.
Smaller. Some ducks. I've seen
One of the
some
times
ducks.
Daisy got away from me was when she was chasing a duck around Governor's Point. And the duck didn't fly away, so like, fucking stupid animal. The duck was like flying right above the ground, and Daisy was like keeping pace and chasing it.
I would have flipped it off at some point.
Right? But no, they're like going full speed. I can't fucking breathe. I'm like a moron. I'm chasing my dog. Like, if anybody's dog ever gets loose, fucking walk after it. Don't run after it. You run after your dog. Your dog thinks you're playing. You're gonna be chasing your dog for a while. You're probably gonna throw up if you're low on electrolytes. Or it's true. Yeah, if you're high on alcohol, you're gonna throw up also. Don't run drunk. $140,000 6x6 Jeep. Let me see it.
You want to see it?
Yeah.
I gotta show you the city that Tokyo is building on, out right outside of Mount Fuji.
Why are they building a city right outside of Mount Fuji?
Because, huh?
Because I don't want that sound to overlap this. Skip ads. Those are some nice pillows, though. Especially that moving one. That looked like a pillow.
Guys, today is the big day, the biggest freaking day ever. It is time, finally, to take delivery of the Jeep Gladiator 6x6, a video that has been roughly a month and a half in the making. We're about to go pick up Ladesh in the truck and then head over to the dealership. I think I'm going to put a long sleeve shirt on, though, because it's a little cold today. YouTube is a crazy place. It seems like everyone has a Lambo. Now, I love this car. I will always own one because it's amazing. They don't really get the views.
Where do you
anymore.
live that everybody owns a Lambo?
He's an
This
investor.
6x6 is so unique. Now, Stradman has one.
This is
and I've
this
talked
the
to him
Jeep?
a few times. Maybe we
Yeah.
can get together
Okay.
to make a video. That would be sweet. But I feel like
You see that
this
fucking
6x6
Aston Martin
is
behind
so
them?
different. You know, it's
That's
not
the
a
original
Lambo.
James Bond car.
He's got
It's
money,
just-
bro.
It's so unique. It's in a class of its own. Anyway, I can't wait to bring you guys along.
Oh, never mind. That's
for
a-
this journey,
dude, that's a
and
67
we're about to have
Stingray.
A great time. Let's do it.
How do you know it's
The truck
67?
has
Because the
arrived.
68 didn't have that split window.
But I'm saying to make the driver wait. Now,
Good
normally
call.
I wouldn't say that. I would say, you know what, he's there early, great. But we actually went last night. What's up? What's up, Pete? Sure. What's up, buddy? Here we go. We're just sitting here waiting. See what it says. We're hanging out, waiting.
Souped about this Jeep.
Did
you ever watch B is for Build?
6x6 to drop off tonight?
So the guy... Oh shit, I keep forgetting about that. The guy in B is for Build gets like busted up cars that don't work. And then like he fixes them up. But one of the things he does, he like gets a totaled Lambo and then puts like a Corvette motor in it.
Oh shit.
He buys a yacht and rebuilds it at one point.
Really?
Yeah.
I gotta follow.
He gets a G35 and turns it into like an apocalypse car. And he shows you the whole shit. And then does like time-lapse videos through everything.
Not at all. Not good. There is never traffic on this highway. Yeah, somebody.
Yeah, so I was watching something that I found was kind of similar, like kind of entertaining. A colleague of mine was kind of giving a presentation, something that he had given previously, and it was all about kind of like conversation starters, and not just conversation starters, but ones that can kind of like help you gauge how other people feel. Kind of like imagine like you're. It was meant for one of those like work convention type of things where you go and you're trying to network.
Rob just texted me asking how he should make the thumbnail for this week.
Who?
Rob. So I think he was not feeling well. Now he's feeling better and ready to get back to.
Oh, so we should get on board for being an asshole. Gotcha.
I'm glad he's feeling better.
Yeah. And I told him we did the Jets draft. He asked if he could use a picture of Fireman Ed. And I said, you got to risk it for the biscuit.
No risk.
And that we're live, and it's gonna fuck with the mic if I stay on my phone. That's the only thing I found. Because I watched the first 4 picks we did before we took the pizza break. And when you were on your phone, there was a lot of feedback. And then as soon as you went like 3 steps that way, nothing.
That's all it
and
takes.
It sounded fine.
Okay.
So,
what were you saying about?
Sorry for interrupting.
I was talking about full pizza.
Well, chew. Otherwise, you're gonna make that noise I
Hurry
make.
the fuck up.
I'm fine. I've got a big mouth, so you know I'm making.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
No, but so like the topic was about like those conversations that you try to have. Mostly like it was a business related meeting, so it was all about like those meet and greets. But it kind of got me also just thinking, hey, some of these conversations are not just like for those work convention situations. They could be for just in general small talk type of idea.
It can also be problem solving in a way, right?
That's true.
You can think of it as like, oh, this is a challenge. Let me figure this out.
Yeah, exactly. You kind of like group think, kind of like get other perspectives. But what I thought was interesting was like some of those were just like, hey, these are just really good like random questions to be like, hey, like I forget what that card game is, the one that maybe it's categories or something that has like a topic.
Find the pickle.
Munchkin?
No, and it's definitely not Tummy Sticks.
Magic the Gathering? Did you say it's definitely not Tummy Sticks?
I wanted to just make sure we got that out in the open because they weren't in. Thankfully, they were not.
I don't know if too many of our viewers are going to know what Tummy Sticks are.
Don't look it up.
I don't think you have
Don't look it up.
I don't think you have to explain it too much.
I hope that I established, if you look it up after this, and you're like, man, I shouldn't have looked it up, you'll listen to the guy that's wearing tie-dye.
If we had a producer, they would put in the middle of the screen right now, Tummy Sticks flashing.
In like red with a big line through it.
If Robinson wasn't working, that shit would be on the screen right now. Tummy Sticks, Tummy Sticks, Tummy Sticks.
But the reason I bring it up, though, is that it gives me kind of like that, okay, maybe that kind of, like, it tells you something about the person who answers it. And so if we're trying to kind of, open ourselves up, that's what happy hour is supposed to be for, right? You lower your inhibitions down a bit. Who's your favorite superhero?
What the fuck frame is that?
And why?
That's got to be a Mercedes frame.
They can't see that.
The 6x6 frame?
They can't see that.
It's got to be a Mercedes
I'm just
frame.
saying, every time we comment on that TV,
6x6 Jeep Wrangler pickup.
I tried. Don't worry, it'll be recorded.
That's ridiculous.
Jeep is GM, right?
No. Jeep got bought by Fiat.
Fiat?
Yeah.
So what the fuck does Fiat make?
Not Mercedes.
That could have a fucking chassis like that.
But that's next level, so that's a custom.
That is fucking next
level. So they could have put the Wrangler on the 6x6 frame. What was the question?
When you watch this, you're going to see me frozen for like 15, 20 seconds just sitting there. And I maybe it wasn't even that long. It might have only been like 8 seconds, but it felt very long. It came to a
That's
point
what
where
she said.
Yeah.
I think that's the loudest fart I ever heard you let rip in my life.
Well,
Did you shit yourself?
no, I just figured
Are
you
you
guys
sure?
weren't listening because you guys weren't listening.
No,
Like
I
for that last
changed.
30 seconds, so there's no reason for
It did. That was like the one like pause.
Yeah, it's actually me then.
I mean, who cares? Everybody farts. About to juggle, everybody. Watch this. That's what the question was. Who's your favorite superhero, Steve?
Oh man.
Adams is the Punisher.
Nope.
Nope.
I mean, I never really thought about this question, but the first guys that come to mind are Wolverine,
Good choice.
Aquaman.
Really? I find that a little surprising.
Um,
I didn't think anybody liked Aquaman.
who else? I mean, I stay away from the obvious. I'm gonna stay away from the Batman, and
But they're your favorite. They're your favorite. Like, it doesn't matter if it's obvious.
I
How do you-
always root for the underdog. Always.
That explains Aquaman.
Always.
Interior as well. Look at
Man, are we gonna call Mortal Kombat guys?
No, I think we'll cut them out. That's a different realm.
Okay.
Sub-Zero?
He's a villain.
No, fucking Kung Lao.
I was saying, didn't you see the most recent Mortal Kombat movie?
Yo, Born just texted me. He goes, I put on the Afterhours stream and you clowns are talking about tummy sticks. Yes, we are, Born. Get the cards out. Play with us at home.
Says the guy who brought up.
Yeah, he's the one who... If it wasn't for Andrew, we wouldn't fucking even know what it is. We'd be stuck at, like...
The guy who has to send us not just that, but a link
know
to
what
the
the
Urban
Chewbacca
Dictionary
is.
of how
Yeah.
of what it is to define it. Because this guy somehow grew up under a rock and didn't know what the fuck it was.
Never
I didn't know
heard
what the
of
fuck tummy sticks
it.
was.
Never heard of that in my life.
That was one of the first things you learn when you learn about UrbanDictionary.com.
No, I learned
No.
about the
Back like
Chewbacca.
8th grade.
No, never.
I knew what
fucking-
Monster Rain was because I saw that Jim Norton stand-up.
I never heard of that either.
So Monster Rain, apparently Jim Norton and his buddies, they would just like be hanging out, and one of them would yell Monster Rain, and then they'd like run under a porch, and whoever was the last one under the porch had to blow the other one.
I'm not playing that game.
yeah, I wouldn't play that game either.
Like, ever.
Not a lot of really cool, crazy.
But so, you listed a couple of them.
If this guy doesn't,
Give
if
me
this
the
guy
top
doesn't
one.
jump this Jeep, you got a thumbs down this video. If this six-wheel Jeep, $140,000 six-wheel Jeep doesn't jump, this fucking guy with the glasses gets a thumbs down.
I feel like I haven't had anything
Fuck, man.
close. If we get
see
stuck,
any
we
of
have
this.
the winch to get us out. We've got that. Nice little cover there on the winch.
They're watching us watch
So yeah, next level,
some
take it all.
douchebags.
They're watching us
Canadians
react to
build
the
a truck.
video. They didn't even build the truck; they bought
What are
it.
you doing here? What are you doing?
That guy looks like he
we
runs a
have-
channel called Diablo Formula Racing.
So there's, who else do I think of? Thor. I think of Thor. I think of.
Thor's a good
You have
hero.
a lot of them, so you gotta start limiting them down then. And eventually you gotta get to at least
I never really thought
less
who's
than,
my favorite.
less than like 5.
My favorite's Hulk, man.
Hulk.
Me too.
Hulk.
Me too, honestly. He is my favorite.
Hulk smash.
Superman's a close second for me.
Superman's just too cheesy.
So, the reason I like Superman is because like everybody else fights like villains that pose a threat to people. Superman fights villains that pose a threat to Earth.
Essentially, completely.
If that makes any sense. So like, Batman fights Joker. Joker will kill people. Superman fights Brainiac. Brainiac wants to blow
Batman's
up the
smart
planet.
as
The
fuck.
Hulk
though.
fights people on other planets
Yeah,
that are trying to destroy
I
universes.
already said I liked Hulk.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just saying I also like Superman and like
Close second.
yeah, like I like Hulk more than I like Superman.
Good. Because he's the best.
Yeah,
He's the best. You don't have to teach him how to.
Planet Hulk and World War Hulk.
Yeah.
That run right there,
Alright. So,
phenomenal.
I'll go with Thor because
Yeah.
he's intergalactic.
I like
and
that
he
one.
can-
That's not a
Thor
common
is
one.
super
That's not a
powerful
common
also.
one. That's not a common one. You don't hear a lot of people throwing out Thor's name as their favorite.
I mean, this guy doesn't have any fucking gray hair. He has nice hair. Maybe he's a fucking.
he does have that.
Bro, come on.
Maybe he's a fucking
It's sliding back.
Italian god.
Yeah, but your hairline's not like this guy.
I got that Kratos hairline. I haven't
Hey,
played God
give
of
it a
War.
couple years, bro. I'll be right
Alright,
with
yo,
you.
really quickly. Let's
You're
go.
older than me. Give it a couple years.
doesn't
Well, I
matter.
gotta let you catch up or something.
It'll catch up, young buck. Yo.
Oh yeah, eventually I'll have some nice
Flip
noodle
it
here.
really quickly. Who's your favorite villain? Because it's hands down the Joker.
Ooh, the Joker or the Riddler?
The Riddler is a
Riddler's
good one, but
kinda
the
cool.
Joker just, I don't know
The
what
Batman
it is.
villains.
The Batman.
What makes Batman so good is that he has the best villains.
100%.
Oh my God, who was that villain?
Ivy, Freeze, you got
Mad Hatter,
Scarecrow.
Scarecrow just
Scarecrow
fucking
is arguably
shooting,
one of
shooting
the
like
best.
fucking liquid LSD into
No,
people's
because you're a
faces.
psychologist. That's why.
I'm not licensed in any way, shape, or form.
You know what I
Let's
mean.
just make sure that you all.
What was that guy with the gold fucking horns on the most recent one?
The most recent Batman?
Batman?
No,
Thor? Was it Ares?
it was Marvel. Was it Marvel?
The horns.
Fuck, man.
I don't know.
Something I watched recently.
I also haven't watched a lot of movies. Like, it's one of those ones where I'm like, I'm going to like.
What is Nakatomi Plaza Hot Drops?
So you know how like.
Because Nakatomi Plaza is where, not John Woo.
You still
John
don't
McClane.
watch Dr.
Not
Disrespect?
John Woo, John McClane. That's really how your brain works.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
You shoot people, you dive around, a lot of shit explodes. It's not John Woo.
John Woo, there's no shooting around. It's usually just people.
It's like doves right before bullets. Oh, you played this shit last week. I remember this opening.
What is that?
More juggling.
It's Dr. Disrespect. You're the gamer.
It is a 5-hour long stream, so let's see what the fuck it is. Oh, this looks boring. Oh, unless there's a dude in that truck.
There is a dude in that truck.
That could be fun. Does he get him?
What's more important is how this guy looks.
He looks like a dude who's called Dr. Disrespect with them pit vipers and that mean stash.
And that Lego-looking suspenders.
Go down.
How does this motherfucker move so fast?
Because he's playing on a computer, so it's sort of...
Yeah, everybody who plays on a computer is better at everything than anything.
Because you can move faster, you can set your frame rates.
Not sure if he was dead silenced or what.
Nobody cares. To be perfectly honest.
I also don't think you can do streaming like that, where he's by himself in the bottom right. I don't think you can do that on
Gave
PlayStation.
himself away.
So what is he doing?
Oh, I never showed you that fucking Madden
Wasting
video.
our lives, to be perfectly honest.
What is it?
He's wasting our lives.
Yeah, this isn't Nakatomi Plaza. That was a nice headshot, though.
So what? Like, we actually care about this? Seriously, we have a limited amount of time on this planet. This is how we want to spend
I don't
it.
play this game. Did he get that guy? He hit him.
Yeah, but you're watching somebody play. That's almost as bad. That's worse. At least if you play it, you're saying you're doing something.
I mean,
I'm not gonna
we
lie.
watch
I'm
people play
entertained.
sports.
That's different.
How's that different?
No, it's not.
Because they can physically do something
it's
that I
not.
will never be able to do. I can learn how to do this much faster than I can learn how to do anything that somebody does on NFL.
You say that now. Esports is going to be a giant thing.
Let me
in
ask you this.
15
What do you think
years.
is more likely? You to be able to train for 5 years and get this good at this, or train for 5 years and be good in the NFL?
That was good. I'm like the guy he just killed.
Answer the question. I don't want him to
That's
avoid
why
that.
esports will be so big.
Because you
so
can play
big.
esports when you're 60. You can't do that in the NFL. There's a very limited amount of time.
The
It
reason
is a
why
very, very
it will be so big is because everybody has a chance.
I'm not arguing about the size of it. I'm talking about the impression.
I thought he was gonna
the
take that
impression that those
helicopter down.
people who have a very limited time frame that
Have
maximize
you-
that physical ability that
have
they
you ever
are
been-
given and earned. That
Have you
we
ever
not been able to
played a
achieve.
game like this and been addicted to it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the sniper.
Yeah, he plays Borderlands. He's actually
So
very
you-
good.
Yeah,
at it.
Borderlands and
He's
Diablo
very,
2.
Very good at Borderlands. Oh, phenomenal at
And
Diablo
Diablo 2,
2.
we were both fucking like, we were both
So you don't like watching this is the same type of like action? It's like you're doing the same thing.
Yo,
every
if you
game?
put on a Diablo 2 speedrun, I bet you'll shit
Borderlands,
himself.
yeah. Borderlands, yeah. Diablo, no.
Yeah, look it up. Diablo 2 Necromancer speedrun. Watch it. It's going to be a half-hour-long video. The guy's going to beat Diablo at him. He's going to be like, how the fuck did he just do that? If you put that on,
He's
he'll
gonna
be
do it
very
because
impressed.
he didn't have parents that told him to get a real job.
I wanna find Mag. That's what I want to find.
Look, the problem is
I
that
might
my
be in one of
biggest
his
problem,
battles.
honestly, my biggest pet peeve is that everybody looks at these and say, oh, see, it's possible. Yeah, that's 1 out of a million. If you want to strive for 1 out of a million, I 100% you should believe you should. But those people who don't have a backup plan, and a backup plan to that backup plan,
There's a
and a backup plan to that backup plan to that backup plan, means that either they failed or their parents failed.
There's a Titanfall trophy.
One or the other.
There's a Titanfall trophy that's like ultra rare. 0.3% have it, right? Like, the ultra rare Madden trophies are like 3% of people have it. This is 0.3% of people.
I've gotten some of those.
And it's
like
like
0.5. I've never gotten down to 0.3.
And it's like do the tutorial, the tutorial, in like less than 30 seconds. It's possible. If you want, the world record is like 10 seconds.
Yeah, if you spend your time.
These people throw a grenade behind them and like jump, and the grenade blows up and shoots them forward.
Yeah.
Joey Butts and I spent like a half hour trying to get this trophy up at his house on both of our PlayStations. He's playing on his, I'm playing on mine.
Yeah. Sounds like a great use of your life.
I mean, it was fun. We were playing Titanfall anyway.
I got you.
We were kicking and playing video games, man.
I got you. No, I'm not talking badly about it. I'm actually complimenting. It just sounds badly because you know my opinion on it, but it doesn't mean that I'm not expressing, positivity towards my friend.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
What are you looking up, Mag? I like how a lot of this is like real guns.
At least that's one thing worth watching.
Glock G43X. Got some
I'd rather watch
upgrades.
somebody shoot a real gun than somebody shoot a video game gun that I could literally spend $60 to do the same thing.
I don't think this game's that expensive anymore.
That's even easier.
It's not even live.
Fuck it.
Oh, this is it.
We're also arguing about something. Also,
Is it your clan?
We're also arguing about something that they can't see. What's the point of this?
Oh
my
God, this was
drinking,
my
taking,
favorite fucking game.
We're taking some shots and just bullshit and yelling at each other, man. That's all it is.
I just don't.
Deep Purple Haze. That's my guy. This is on PlayStation.
Don't care.
Steve, put on a Diablo speedrun for my guy. Let him get into it.
I won't be into that either. I don't need
Reminisce.
to see. I don't need
Yeah.
to see people play video games. I do that myself.
To people playing video games.
I don't need to watch that.
To reminiscing 10 years ago.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck, I'm old.
Did you say grandpa? Yep. Okay, makes more sense.
That would hit the wrong part of the
You know what's crazy? I can turn this game out. If it was live, I could turn this game on right now and play the maps like I never fucking missed a beat.
Prove it.
You can't.
Are the servers down?
Servers are down.
Look at this, dude, and that's all live people.
Okay. So? You don't know who those
Are
people
any games like this anymore?
No. Call of Duty, dude, to put it in perspective.
Not this many people.
Yeah, Call of Duty has 8 people on the team.
But that's because of
That's
how
what-
look how shitty the graphics are. If you want to
What's
get
it-
good
This
graphics,
is 10 years ago.
I understand, but if
This
you
is
improve the
PS3.
graphics, you're going to decrease the amount of. There's a certain amount of bandwidth that you can actually bandwidth is basically the volume. Like you can't put more than 10 gallons of shit of anything into a 10-gallon bucket. So where are you going to allocate it? Are you going to allocate it to the graphics and less people, or to the people and less
You
graphics?
can't put more than 10 gallons worth of shit or anything into it. That's what you said. That was fucking funny, man. That was funny. That's all I'm saying. Can't put more than 10 gallons worth of shit or anything into a 10-gallon container.
I thought I cut myself off before I finished the shit.
No, you like said shit and then like looked around and made sure nobody fucking heard you.
I'm glad you did. Alright. I had enough.
You think that's
Diablo 2 Necromancer speedrun.
No, I don't need to see that.
World record.
I really don't want to see that.
It's gonna be a 10-minute
I
video.
don't want to keep. If you want to put anything on, can we just put something with people actually doing something that I can't learn in 5 years? Seriously, that's why I'm
Put on
pressing
Tyson Fury career or Tyson Fury knockout compilation.
There we go. Like I cannot physically do what Tyson Fury can do. That's why I like live sports, because in general
Cocaine
sports,
and hookers or boxing.
I was talking about what they do in the legal ramifications of the sport.
Oh,
yes, he does that too. But like the reason
you remember that interview, right?
I fully believe, yeah, I do. But I fully believe that if you gave me as much time as these people dedicate to how good they are at video games and whatnot, don't have to have their job, don't have to do these things, do you believe that you can't achieve those highs?
In the video games?
Yeah.
I just don't care that much about them.
If you did, if like literally that's all you had to worry about.
I do
Do
believe.
you think you could be that good?
I believe.
Do you think you could be that good? Yes or no?
I believe I am top 10% in the world in Twisted Metal.
There we go. So you believe,
So I
therefore
believe-
you believe you can achieve that.
If I care that much
can
about
you
a
do what
video game.
LeBron James does?
Flop?
I meant play basketball at the level he does. Play NBA.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Would you ever?
Best
would you be able
case
to in 5
scenario,
years?
I shoot like 12%.
Would you ever be able to? If I gave you a time machine to go back to 10 years ago and then you did nothing but train, do you think you still could do that? It's a question. Maybe, maybe not.
I think I probably could.
Probably. That's at least a question. There is a definite for the video game. That's why I respect the video game. There is a very.
That's why you respect
finite
the video game?
No, there's
This guy's
why I
about to get
respect
shot.
it. Sounds like you just want one. Don't get me wrong. I won't let you drink alone. Those beepings are probably horrible for anybody that's listening. I'm watching that thing go into the red every time it beeps.
All the way at the bottom.
Oh,
You see, so you see the one at the top, that'll get a little blown out, but underneath the bottom.
Oh my god, he grabbed his gun.
That's why he got shot. You can't do
As long as the
that.
bottom doesn't hit the red, we're good?
So under the bottom blue line, if that goes into the red, that's a wrap.
You mean how it's sitting chilling there at the top of the yellow?
No, it's not moving at all.
Oh, you're talking. Oh, the bar above
All
the top one.
No, all the way at the bottom.
Yeah, the one that's chilling close to the right. Oh, I didn't know there was a bar there.
Exactly. If we blow out the volume, if we blow it out, this will go all the way over here and be bright red.
Okay. Sorry about that snap, guys. Just shoot him. Just keep walking closer to you. Just shoot him.
Yeah, this officer is doing everything that he
He's
can,
doing everything he can.
to not have to shoot this guy. And the guy was already wanted for homicide.
Like, if they had full, like, armor where they were able to, like, tackle the guy, I can understand the lack of concern. But at the same
No,
time...
they have like a 2.5 foot piece of Kevlar that protects their midsection.
Yeah, it doesn't protect your face, it doesn't
protect your sides,
it doesn't
a
protect
bullet
your
could
legs,
come in
it
over
doesn't
here,
protect your
yeah.
anything. Yeah.
Do you guys know what happened with that Las Vegas shooting?
Which one?
Nice.
The mass one? Like,
The one where the guy was...
The one where
rapped about?
somehow there's no footage of the guy bringing any
Yes,
guns up to the
yes.
hotel
The
room.
one that Eminem rapped about.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a great song, by the way.
Yeah. Nobody knows what happened there because it's all being
Covered up.
Why?
covered up, hidden,
why do you
lied
guys think so?
about.
Because there's no reason for...
Any
I don't know
opinion?
why, I don't know the initiative. I don't know the
Casinos are
motive.
like the most policed places on the globe other than like
Ray Rice
dictatorship.
punched his girl out in the elevator.
In an elevator.
And they caught it in high def.
And this fucking guy is
Everything
bringing
that's
duffel
in
bags
my
worth of munitions up to a hotel room and he's not on camera at all. Something is shady.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something is
They
funny.
let they let that happen.
It doesn't matter like what
Somebody
happened, how
let
it
that
breaks
happen.
down. Yeah.
Somebody let that happen. I'm not saying like the hotel or whatnot is responsible.
Yo,
Somebody
can you put on
let that
some
happen.
Alex Jones highlights for Adam? Because Adam doesn't know. See, Adam doesn't know who Alex Jones is.
You don't?
Sometimes
No,
I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah, you
You have to know who.
Is he
Alex...
doing something that's physically impressive or just
shit.
for video game impressive?
No, this is the guy I told you about before with the gay frogs.
I don't want to see this shit. No, only because I'm not in the right state of mind to be able to actually critically assess it.
Well, you want to smoke a little more weed?
That's not going to get any better.
Oh no! If you watch Alex Jones sober, you're just gonna think he's like a.
I'm going to think what he actually
what
is.
the fuck does he
No,
that?
no,
No,
actually,
no. What does he that? What does
I
he
have
say?
to be inebriated to watch him.
Just so you know, I'm kind of retarded. Alex Jones. That's a quote that he has said. He makes fun of himself
Doesn't
all
matter.
the time.
No, that's insulting to retarded people because retarded people are not just ignorant or stupid.
Gay frogs remix.
Oh my fucking god! Like, we're really.
I never seen
I'm gonna
I've never seen this either. Where you go? We're putting this on for you.
No, I said I don't want it. You're putting it on for you. Don't try to put that shit on me. I said no. You said put this shit on. We know exactly who this is for. Enjoy.
So I heard Alex Jones talk once, I think, on Rogan, and I was like, I don't know really how I feel about this guy, but he is wildly entertaining.
Just so we're
He
clear,
is.
I don't appreciate you pulling this up because it makes me look like I'm a very leftist
Why?
by bringing up this person, knowing how I'm going to react to it, and we know how everybody reacts immediately to the.
This guy's an idiot.
Yeah.
That's not what
What?
everybody thinks, and if you're not aware of that, then that's on you. No offense.
He is right a lot of the time, but
What are
the
you
way he
talking
gets his
about?
point
The way-
across is ridiculous.
Being right about the facts that you spit, and being right about the way you relate said facts to anything you're actually talking about are very different things.
I just think he's entertaining.
I understand.
What's the Mars Attacks video with Alex Jones next to it?
I'm gonna go.
Oh, top 10 dumbest Alex Jones predictions? Come on.
No, it's one of those. At this point, I don't like the way I'm looking on the camera because of this conversation. I'm gonna leave.
So then let's watch something else, man. Like,
I made my point. I tried to make my point, and you continue to drive it home. I'm done.
it's just because it's what's up here, so
I
related
understand.
to the search.
I made my point before you even put it on, and then it kept going, and my opinion was not thought of at that point. So at some point, I'm going to say, hey, I don't want to be part, especially of this that is going live. I understand this is going out to the internet. I do not want to be on it when this and all this is going on. I already obviously kept
So we're gonna
this.
change
I'm
it.
drawing it now.
We're gonna change
It's over.
it.
Come line here.
All right, we're ending this bad boy. How do you close this thing?
Click stop streaming. Good night.
Yeah, you guys keep going. I'm just not gonna be part of it. I tried my hardest.
And then switch over to Chrome. The window on the right. That's left. And then click end stream.
I tried